Okay, I'm going to show you how to install the continuous ink system in your Epson printer. And so what we're going to do now is I just turned the printer on and it shows that it needs the ink cartridges because currently it's empty. I removed the cartridges earlier. So anyway, what you want to do is push the ink button right here on the control panel, and things will start happening here. And you push the ink button again. I think it's about 6 times you have to do this in repetition. Finally, it will come and rest in this proper position to receive the cartridges. At this point, what you want to do is unplug the printer from the power source. And this will allow you to move the carriage out of the position and all the way across the printer if you need it to be. Okay. So what we're going to do right now is move it way over to the left, the carriage. All right, it's pushed way over to the left because I'm going to need this space right here to install the cartridge. Okay, here is the cartridge that contains 6 ink cartridges. It's a bulk system. And what you want to do is make sure that the ink tubing here, it's not all twisted up, tangled up. So next thing you want to do is lower these into the computer inside here in the bay, and right under this part right there that separates the small opening from the big one, you bring it up like this, hold it, and bring the carriage now with your left hand, push it over here to the proper location where normally you would install cartridges. So what you want to do now is lower this into this area, and sometime you have to play around with it a little bit because these are individual cartridges, and it tends to not wanting to go down in there very easily because the cartridges are kind of moving around. So once you got it situated right here, what you want to do is take your finger, right finger, hold down at this end right here of the cartridge, and at the very end push down on this tab till it clicks. You hear it clicking? Okay. There's another one. Sort of pushing down on it. Okay. Now that means that the cartridges are locked in a position where you will have proper ink flow to the head. And now you take this ink, I just call them an ink ribbon cable because it's a 6 gang cable put into one. So what you want to do is push the cartridge holder all the way over to the right, and then you start installing your ink tubings right here in the middle, in this little supporting bracket that it's included with the purchase of the Ciss, and you may even already have these on your printer already because you probably got that far with the installation. And then also there is one here in the middle that you hold down and lock down. I'm not going to lock these down at the moment because we want to make sure that we don't have too much slack in this ink cables. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to push these by hand way over to the right of the printer, and we'll see how far. Okay, we got a little bit too much slack there, so now what we're going to do is pull on the ink tubing, take out a little bit of that slack. Okay, pull on it, and now you can lock these in to position, so that kind of secures your ink lines. Okay, you can hear that clicking, and you can push now all the way back to the far right, and now you are ready to turn the printer on. And we're going to have to plug the cable in. Happens to be everything is behind my back over here, all the connection for the power. So now we're going to turn the printer on, and you will be able to see it moving freely back and forth. I cut out this opening in the printer to make sure that the ink lines won't hang up in here, and it operates more freely. Okay, now it's working, and it's going to start priming up the ink cartridges. It looks like the printer now going to be ready to go. We're just priming up the cartridges right now. Okay, we have the green blinking light. At the panel, and in about a 10 seconds or so it will go solid, give you the solid green. That means everything is ready to go. So this is all what it takes to install your bulk Ciss system in the Epson printer.